me that gossip and all that.
We went, and it was high energy, and Fifth was involved. It was an engaging song with me and him. It was just a dope record for my whole city and my whole, like, the whole Queens loved that record. So the video was dope. Till this day, it's still up on, 50's page. It still has like millions and millions of views. I still get tagged on it. It's just like one of my biggest records, I think.
Okay. So now that, you left G Unit and you went to, concentrate more on being a mom and handling your business, what was like going through your head at the time? Like, where were you at when you left G Unit and it was like, I'm gonna put this on pause and I'm gonna do me? What was going through your mind?
Messiah. That's my son's name.
Mm-hmm.
And from the bottom of my feet to the top of my head, from the left to the right, Messiah.
Okay.
So even if he's listening to this right now, if he didn't know what I was thinking, Messiah.
And hold on.
Go ahead.
And as a son and as a parent, I want to thank you for the sacrifice that you made. Because that's dope. You know what I'm saying? And I think you got to glorify that more often. Because a lot of moms do make sacrifice for their children that kind of get swept under the rug.
Yeah. Because sometimes we don't want to make certain sacrifices because, like, the sacrifices that we make affect, a lot of the times, the money that helps to take care of the children that we have. And sometimes the money that we make takes a lot of our time away from the children. So it's like a battle. Yeah. Do I really need this money, or do I got to be with my kid? And and I see a lot of women sometimes, like, on TV, whether they be a reality star or whatever, an artist, a rapper, a singer, and a lot of their time is taken away from their kids, and the kids stay with the grandparents or somebody that they trust, and people judge them. Like, look at her. She's not with her kids. She's doing this. She's doing that. Right. One, I think it's wrong to judge.
You don't know what that person's going to do.
Right. You don't know what decisions this person has to make because you don't know what You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
that is my point.
Yeah.
Nobody understands why I did a shift. You know what I mean? But I just tell you, it's because I had to. I lost my whole family. Yeah. I was all he had. Right. I would be a selfish just shit on him like that. Right. And just neglect him.
She's hitting nerves.
Yeah.
And to neglect my child.
Who didn't ask to be here.
Who did not ask to be here. Who is a man, a young man that's coming up in this world. Yes, I'm all for woman power, empowerment and everything, but I think we are ignoring our boys.
Yeah.
Okay? All of these women is great. We don't need a man, but guess what? Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do.
And I was raising one by myself.
Right. Yeah.
So and I'm proud of him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm proud of him. So I'm not trying to go to church or anything now. But
we talking real shit.
Right.
Yeah. You're hitting nerves because you're hitting nerves because everything that you just said is exactly what I'm dealing with right now. I lost my mom. Last month, I lost my dad who lived with me and him.
I'm sorry.
So I made sacrifice. I was doing foster care. So just a couple of days ago, I was like, no more.
Right.
Because the money's good, but I have to do this for him.
Yeah.
See, he's here with me. And
exactly.
It's like, look, I want to do this. And he, he understands, he has no choice. But if it bothers him, it bothers me. But I am literally living what you just went through.
And let me tell you something. When my son was that same age, he was up in the studio with me. He was up in G Unit with me. Not because
and G Unit loves the kids. Because I would bring my kids. When I was up at the studio, I would bring my kids.
I necessarily didn't want him there, though.
Right.
But I was like taking my kid to work.
Yeah. This is a sacrifice.
He had to go with me to the mansion and record and he spent his 13th birthday in a hot tub, a jacuzzi with a bunch of chicks. Okay, so that was his lifestyle at the time. And
right.
I was like, wait, hold up.
Yeah.
Right.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Yep.
You mentioned going to Africa. What was that experience like for you?
We went to Mozambique, and I'm so thankful for it. How many people in their life say, that's on their bucket list. I just want to go to Africa.
Yes. Right.
I got to go
it's
there.
On mine. I want to see the pyramids.
Exactly. I got to go there, and even though we wasn't there too long, because when we're on tour, it's not really a tourism type of event.
Work.
Yeah, but we did experience some things that I know I would have never experienced in my life if I hadn't signed to 50 Cent.
Right.
So it was a beautiful experience. They loved 50 Cent. He was like God out there. I mean, as soon as he gets off the plane, they're like, oh, praising him like coming to America. And it was just like, whoa. They were so happy to see him, us. They knew who he was because those are his fans, you know. And we were just throwing our clothes to some of the kids out there. They were just so happy to receive everything that we was giving them. It was a great experience.
That's great. I've been to Africa too. I was in Ghana.
Nice.
My family lineage come from like Morocco and Spain and over there. So
I want to go to Morocco.
Yeah, it's dope out there. It's not what they paint it to be on TV. It's just like this, but if you go out of the city, you might see an elephant or a giraffe or something like that.
Right, and I'm cool with that.
Yeah, and it's cool.
Right. We cool with the animals.
Yeah,
it's very humbling. Like I think I learned patience being out there. Like, just not being so caught in myself and kind of realizing like what I have and appreciating what I have versus what I don't have. You know what I mean? So,
Speak it.
Yeah, I learned patience out there. So it was a humbling experience.
I like that. That's beautiful.
So listen, we got to get into funny stuff because we've been serious this whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like Sherry had me cry a little bit earlier. She had me cry a little bit earlier. I'm like,
yeah.
I've been like emotional these last 2 days.
No, but like
something about talking about Zach. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna.
No, don't go there right now.
We're not gonna go there. But let's talk about Precious P because you are a beautiful girl with a big ass. With a big old booty. She was doing her duty. But
cut the tape.
So let's talk about it. You're on tour, you with 50 Cent, you with Yayo, these Yayo Thank God for
the
creeps. I love Yayo, I love Who Kid, but at the end of the day, these people are creeps.
Oh, believe me.
They're creeps.
Listen, but Who Kid just had us laughing from the second we seen him till he departed. Because he's so funny.
Yeah, he's crazy.
His personality.
Who Kid is so funny.
He's genuine. He's humble. He's very humble because he's huge, right? He's very humble. So like I said, he lightened up our trips a lot.
Yeah, and Yayo's crazy too.
Yeah, we have fun.
Yeah, Yayo is crazy. He does stuff.
I always thought that I was one of the dudes, but I had to remember that I was a girl. Because I'm from Gabbro. I grew up in rap groups all my life, hung around guys. But it had to come to the point where I was usually just by myself while they go hang out.
Yeah.
Because I was the only girl.
I think us girls from Queens, when we're from Southside, right? I think that although we're cute and that's what guys see initially, once they get to know us, they're like, oh, this bitch is hardcore. Like, we go through some shit in Queens. I know a lot of people don't believe that because it's always been known either quiet Queens. Remember they used to say it was quiet Queens.
Not trying to be funny, but that's the north side.
The north side. The south side was not quiet, but they used to say quiet Queens, and then when fucking KRS-One came out, Queens keep on faking it.
Right. I still have to argue about that. Thanks, KRS-One.
Right, and I love KRS-One, but he gave Queens a bad name. But, Queens had our if you was born in that era, like I was born in the 70s. So I grew up in the crack era and seeing crack bottles on the street. Different, the blue tops, the red tops.
Remember that?
Yes!
That's crazy, right?
We grew up in that shit.
They cleaned that shit up. When did that happen? They cleaned it all the way up.
They did. I don't remember. I don't know how they did that shit.
It went from one extreme to the next.
Yeah, but we experience different kinds of things. And when people see us initially as, oh, that that girl, because even you have said that to me,
Right.
that people kind of probably prejudge me in a way.
Absolutely.
Because they see a shell. And they might think that this shell is put together,
Right.
not knowing all the shit this shell had to take. And so what you see on the outside is a disguise, because you shouldn't see what happened to us. You should see the goodness that...
I am not my past. It may have made me who I am today, but I don't dwell in my misery that happened in the past, because...
And a lot of people stuck on that.
Yeah, a lot of people...
I don't hang around those people.
Yeah.
They bring the vibration down.
Right, we need the vibrations high.
It's all about the energy.
Yes, energy is...
And your inner G.
Yeah.
Yes, right.
Your energy.
Yeah, and I like big
energy.
Your energy.
Right. So, I mean, come on, like, outside of the fellas from G Unit, who are like brothers, pretty much, I know dudes was after your ass. How did you handle that?
When I tell you I was in a zone from losing my whole family.
Yeah, yeah.
I gotta be honest with you. A lot of it is a blur.
Okay.
Okay. How did I handle that?
Yeah.
Dudes. They couldn't handle me.
Ooh.
So that was a problem.
She's hitting the nerve. She's
That was a
struck
problem.
a nerve. They can't handle
And
us.
when I say that is, it was intimidating to date me.
Yeah.
One guy we were together for a few years, and he literally, after I signed my deal, he didn't think I could do it. He didn't think I could sign it. He didn't think I would sign with 50 because it was early years. I was like, you don't sign me. Because I speak it into existence
You
at
got
all
to.
costs.
Got to.
All times. And I knew he was going to sign me. It was just a matter of when. And when he finally did, the dude was in shock. He was in shock. From Southside. You know who he is.
Okay.
He literally broke up with me. Even though I had my name tatted on his body. He literally broke up with me because he couldn't handle the fact that I was around dudes like 50. It was very intimidating. You needed a strong dude.
Yes.
So they couldn't handle me.
I be seeing
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they couldn't handle me at that time.
Insecure.
It was too much.
Boy.
You didn't need that.
It was too much. They had to be on that level, or
That's right.
you know
what
what I'm
did
saying?
we talk about earlier? I told her that.
Yeah,
as well.
me and Tara had a conversation earlier, right? Because I feel when you're at a certain level, right? And when you're able to call people like 50 Cent your brother, or Special Ed your brother, or Shaheem your brother, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Special Ed and Shaheem.
Yes, love y'all.
Yes.
Those are my brothers. Like, literally,
I see them
those
with
are
you.
my brothers. They check on me. Heineken's my brother. DJ Thorough's my brother. Renee is, like,
Thorough,
you know,
Thorough.
yeah. Thorough, you know, he got the Woo Wednesdays. But these are my brothers, right? And it takes a certain man, it takes a certain caliber of man to know that if we're together, right, and we're rocking out, and it's me and you gotta know it's me and you.
That's right.
You cannot question these dudes who are literally like my brothers, who I don't have any dealings with, because I have to deal with that every day, from bitches online, you know what I'm saying, or bitches in the street, because I gotta work. And not only do I gotta work with them, they are my brothers, and I'm not getting rid of my friends. So you have to be secure, and that is a problem for men.
And on a flip note, that's why I chose to give my son my all. So he didn't grow up insecure. So that he was to be able to find a woman that was a strong woman, and it didn't bother him because he was strong too.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like a cycle. Like, we gotta start from ourselves. So yeah, it was hard. It was, most of the men that I grew up around or was around from before 50 was insecure. Even though they didn't know it, they didn't show it, or they didn't act
they're
like
not gonna show it,
Yeah,
but
they had
deep down,
issues.
You know what I noticed though, from me observing, usually men that's like that usually don't have nothing going on for them. Like a guy that's on his purpose and on his shit, like he usually don't get bothered by that because he know who he is and he's comfortable in
and
himself.
he should know who his girl is.
Yeah. And,
He
it,
should
and when you got shit going on for yourself, it's like even for me, like if she go that route and some shit happen, then okay, then obviously we just need to move on from each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't no, oh bitch, who you think you playing with?
Right.
Like,
And there's dudes that is like that.
yeah. And it's like, nah, that means obviously I wasn't satisfying you enough, so let's just separate peacefully and go about our business.
I'm a peaceful person now. Before I used to snap.
Give me that gossip and all that.